Okay. Are the Bible stories real?
Yeah. I mean, what we're finding is that through archaeology and um, through study, that more of the stories of the Bible are becoming more and more um, real and plausible because of what archaeology has discovered. So that, especially in the Old Testament, those stories that you're seeing more of those evidences to verify that those things really occurred and took place. And so just a lot of evidence that's popping up even more in archaeology. And so it's putting archaeologists in a place where they're like, because a lot of archaeologists are not Christians.
Yeah.
And so it kind of puts them in a kind of a quandary as to, okay, well, we got this evidence, now what?
Mm-hmm.
And if you go to the Bible, you go, oh, well, this kind of explains it. And it's like, I don't know if we want to go that direction. So, they're real. The stories from the New Testament, they're real. I mean, the Bible is also filled with many different metaphors and analogies and word pictures. And so the stories that are meant to be historical are historical. And they seem to have good validation for them through the various other outside sources that would verify that. So I guess bottom line is yeah, but I think I don't say yeah just because it's in the Bible. I think yeah, it's in the Bible, but it's also other historical documents seem to validate and verify that they are real.
Okay.
So.
Beyond just where Noah's Ark is at, and did the Hebrews leave Egypt? And
yeah,
although I think there is evidence that there was an exodus from Egypt.
There is, and it has to do with timelines as to when those things took place. And there's some very legitimate studies that are out there from an archaeological standpoint, as well as the discovery of different texts or documentation from that time. And I one of the good things is that you have a variation of data to look at, and so it's all there to kind of help solidify that these stories are true. But there's also some opportunity for you to kind of look and say, okay, well, this is one way it was presented here. It was kind of looked at from this angle here. And the more we understand about ancient Near East culture, the more we understand that things are said in a certain way to put whoever's writing it in the best light of whatever they're talking about. So that one of the things you don't see in Egyptian writings, you don't see them talking about any kind of a disaster, because that doesn't put them in a good light.
Yeah.
And anyone that's writing history, you tend to not talk about how awful things were for you. You talk about the things that we were successful in.
Yeah, if you're writing your own biography,
right.
You don't want to list all the embarrassing
look at how great
stuff.
I am. Yeah, I don't want to talk about how
my pants fell down at school that one day.
How stupid I was. That's right. So those are good things to look at.